There is no Independence Day celebration in Biafra land. I repeat, there is no Independence Day celebration in Biafra land. This is coming from the Biafra Nation agitators. Also, the Nigerian government has cancelled its 65th Independence Day parade amidst economic and security challenges. I repeat, the Nigerian government, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, have cancelled Nigeria's 65th Independence Day parade amidst economic and security challenges. Now, two truths can coexist. Two truths can coexist. Number one, the Nigerian nation. Inside Nigeria, we have so many nations. We have the Igbo nation, we have the Yoruba nation, we have the Ijaw nation, we have other nations spread across northern Nigeria. And these nations don't see Nigeria as a priority. I repeat, these nations don't see Nigeria as a priority. Everybody is loyal to their own personal nation. In the southwest Yoruba land, the Yoruba person is loyal to his Yoruba heritage than the Nigerian heritage. The Hausa person is loyal to his own Hausa heritage than the Nigerian heritage. The Fulani person is loyal to his Fulani heritage first. That is why when anybody gets into power, they will push their own personal and tribal agenda first before Nigeria. According to Awolowo, he said, Nigeria is a mere geographical expression. The Igbo man sees his own Igbo heritage. Yes, he's loyal to his own Igbo heritage than the Nigerian heritage. So, two truths can coexist. Nigerians don't believe in Nigeria, but we are forcefully brought in together to stay together. And Nigeria benefits the colonial masters, UK, Britain, and all of them. Nigeria benefits them because this concept of Nigeria was not the idea of Nigerians. If you look at the constitution, they said, we the people, where did we come together? Where did we come together to suggest Nigerians? A dictatorship. The colonial masters, they were dictators. And whatever they wanted, they forced it on us. So Nigeria is a creation of the Oyibo man, not the creation of the African person. So it is okay to say that if somebody is saying that I'm not celebrating independence because I am not part of this creation, this mere geographic expression, two truths can coexist. And number two, I want to talk to my brothers in the Southeast. You see, like I said before, the Southwest, they are likely to leave Nigeria than any other region. Although the Southeast have been clamoring, we want to leave Nigeria, we want to leave Nigeria, we want to leave Nigeria. The Southwest, they are likely to leave Nigeria than any other region. We agree that Nigeria is a creation of Britain, a forceful union, whereby people are forced to stay together. And you see the crisis going on between Christians and Muslims, between Igbo and Yoruba, between Fulani and Yoruba, Fulani and Igbo, Fulani and Hausa, Igbo and Hausa, Igbo and Fulani. You see the clashes because we are not designed to be one. So I will not say it is out of place to say that we are not celebrating the Independence Day celebration, because what is there to celebrate? Now, my Igbo people, I hear that Simon Ekpa and the group, his group that is agitated for Biafra, are saying that there will be lockdown in the Southeast. That in the Southeast, I'm seeing his banner, in the Southeast that there will be no Nigeria and no Independence Day celebration. Yes, we understand that Nigeria is a system that needs to be restructured so that individuals, nations in Nigeria can achieve their destiny. We understand that. But how you go about your agitation is very important. Look at Orania in South Africa. Orania is asking for a state. They want to divide from South Africa. Orania. What is the advantage the Oyibos have? They are much at a better advantage to ask for a country, and they can achieve it because they have achieved a lot of things. They are united as a people. You see this declaration of Simon Ekpa that there will be no Independence Day celebration even though there is even Independence Day celebration, Nigerians are not even celebrating. Already, Nigerians are not even celebrating. I don't know if you are celebrating independence. I don't know what you are celebrating. You can even see that the government itself cancelled its parade amidst economic and security challenges. Just recently, armed robber killed an Arise TV reporter, a young lady, a barrister that came from abroad to achieve her dreams in Nigeria. The Nigerian ideology, the Nigerian dream took her life. Nigeria, as a country, is taking people's life, is destroying people's destiny. So that's why I've been clamoring that we need to restructure this country. Any which way we can do, we have to. It is a must. We must be desperate to restructure this country. So if we are going to achieve anything called a separate state, we must have an advantage, yes, to call for a separate state. Look at Orania. If Orania is saying that we want a two-state, we want to break out from South Africa, Orania is our own state. They have their currency, they have their military. In South Africa, South Africans entering that South African state, Chibin as black get South Africa, but some Oyibos don't create a state for themselves, whereby they are going to declare a country. They are calling on the United States, they are calling on Israel, on Britain. These three people, where Biafra agitators don't go to meet, they lobby them, they go house, they go do fundraising, people go contribute money, they go lobby. They go to play them mago. Look at the attention US, UK, Israel is giving to Orania, a white country that wants to break out from South Africa. What is the advantage a black South African has over a white South African? Almost nothing. The whites control the economy, they have the industries, they own the land. Over 70% of the land is being owned by the whites in South Africa. And they are like less than 10 million in population, while the South Africans take other 70 million. You see the economic power these people wield. They have their military, they have their currency, they create their boundary. You have to enter the country, you'll be scrutinized like say you travel out. Imagine some people hijack Abuja, or they hijack the Lagos Lekki, after the Tobrian Bridge. That one's in another country. They hijack it. They put a barricade. Before you're entering there, it's just like you're entering another country. And you people answer the same name. They have a different currency. Do you know the F-13? Come back into Biafra. Imagine that happens in Biafra. The Nigerian government will have started attacking. Like what they did under Buhari, Operation Python Dance, Operation whatever, Crocodile Smiles or whatever it is. They started attacking people. Why did the Orania own succeed? And why is the one in Nigeria not succeeding? You saw what they did to Sunday Igboho. Those guys that got there, if they eventually saw him, they would have killed him. They went there to carry assault and kill people. They would have cut short the life of this Sunday Igboho because he's agitating for a Yoruba nation, telling people the reality. See, the reality is that an average Nigerian does not envy to be a Nigerian. They are looking for a way of escape. I'm telling you, people are praying that let this country just restructure. They will go. The main people, the citizens, you see, the politicians will not pray that same prayer because they are benefiting from the system. That is the mindset of an average black politician. If he is not in power, he will be advocating, let this one happen. When they enter power, they will forget what they were advocating for. They will want the status quo to remain the same. So the Nigerian people are the ones advocating, praying in their mind, let us divide this country. Let this country restructure, left, right, center. Just look at Independence Day celebration. What are you celebrating? Are you celebrating hardship? Since 1960, one complaint, one problem to another, one problem to another. If you provide a solution, a different people with a different mindset will just enter power and government. They do their own. They don't care about anybody. Buhari enter there, no care. They do your own thing. Use our head, our name, borrow money. Use our head, our resources. Print trillions of naira. Carry him brother, put in charge. The money they enter their network. They network among the Fulani and his brothers from Nigeria and Katsina State. They use your resources in Southeast, in Southwest, in South. They use it to borrow money. When they borrow money, they put their people in power. And they tell you go to court. They put their people in court. And you are being sustained at the end of the day. You can't push for a revolution. You can't push for a change in this system. Because people hijack Nigeria, this project, this camp project, for their own personal reasons and their tribal and own, I don't know how to put it, regional interest. It is not, nobody is interested in the Nigerian state. People that are interested, they never taste power. If they taste power, if they are close to government, you know that people, money in this country, my brother, there's money in this country. The people that are controlling that funds there, they prefer Nigeria be like this so that you will be poor, you will beg them. They will become like king. Then they can use you anyhow. That is what they want. They don't want Nigeria. If Nigeria gets better, if Nigeria is restructured, most of them will lose their relevance and their positions. That is why anybody that speaks about we don't want Nigeria anymore, they come and attack you. They attack you. For my Igbo people, I'm asking that we build an Igbo nation. We build ourselves. Have a united purpose. Have an economic plan. Next 10 to 15, 20 years. Let's build ourselves. Let's come together. You see, most of the people fighting and agitating for Biafra now, most of them, they grew up in a village. Most of them understood the traditions. Most of them understood a whole lot of things. They know their history of their own village and everything. They speak the language. They understand the language. Some of them speak in proverbs. They are rooted in the Igbo culture. What of the children that is coming after them? What of the children? That bond with the ancestral homes, that bond with whatever it is, we are losing it. Why don't we come together and make sure we prepare the next generation for what is to come? This generation has already failed. If you people don't listen, continue what you are doing. If you are saying that there's sit at home in the southeast, good luck to whoever is saying sit at home in the southeast. I hope it's going to bring the desired freedom. Because when I look around the world, people agitating, there's a way you agitate. I'm telling you, you come to a consensus among yourselves. Whenever you're doing any agitation, if the people do not agree with you and your method, you cannot force them. You become a rebel to them. You see, you are running an agitation and people are becoming casualties in the agitation. That means you have not done your groundwork. You need to raise a kind of propaganda. You see what Nnamdi Kanu did with Radio Biafra. You see how he was able to convince a lot of people to even. There's a way you run your media stuff that people will fully buy into the ideology, and will look at creative ways and means of coming together to speak and achieve a certain aim, even though it takes 20, 30, 40, 50 years. I'm telling you. But if we continue like this, we will be disadvantaged time and time again. If you are talking about breaking away from Nigeria, your Igbo politicians and their Yoruba counterparts and their whatever counterparts, they will come together and sabotage your effort. And if you are relying on UK, United States and Israel, they will not be interested in whether it is genuine thing you're asking for. They are interested in what they are going to gain. What is their benefit? And their benefit will be bigger than what they are going to invest in you. So now, what does the Biafran state has to offer? What are they going to offer? What do they have to offer in exchange for support? Have we built capacity enough? It is not by having some people sitting down and creating a network of people. You now donate money. You are just sponsoring this and that and that. No. Beyond that, there are sophisticated networkings that you do that will be existent. People will see it, and when they see those networkings you are doing, and you are able to convince everybody. What did Nnamdi Kanu do? He did Radio Biafra. He was just talking and talking, sending a message. People listened to him. Even Yorubas they loved him speaking, and they were convinced by most of the things he said. So how about we educating ourselves on our history, on our heritage, on our tradition, on our culture, and how unique we are? How about investing in education, information? An informed mind will do a lot of things. Invest in, you see, I saw a video of, I think, a Yoruba elder educating his community about the Kriji War and what they used in fighting those wars. They are preparing the younger people, the self-awareness, the consciousness of what the Yorubas were like then. Yorubas then are different from Yorubas now. Yorubas then were tough people. Igbos then were tough people. We are diminishing by, so far Nigeria is existing, we are diminishing. Our culture, our resilience, our innovation, our ingenuity, we are diminishing by the day. The children coming after us will not even be like us. They will be how will I put it? They will be puppets. They will not be self-aware the way we are self-aware. So the most important thing now is to equip the people, because Nnamdi Kanu is in detention. Samanekpa is in detention. The Nigerian government is holding Nnamdi Kanu. I asked the question before. You saw, in the eyes of two people are fighting. Let's say the Biafra, the Nigerian forces, we are fighting. The Nigerian government, in the eyes of the Biafra forces, are criminals. The Biafra forces, in the eyes of the Nigerian government, are criminals. So, do you think the Nigerian government see Nnamdi Kanu, let's look at it critically, as a saint or someone who is not guilty? You know what it took the Nigerian government to go to Kenya and bring in Nnamdi Kanu? Do you think that they are playing? Do you think that they are playing? So, if you look at it critically, we are at a position whereby we need to retreat and also reorganize ourselves. That is where the position we are. If you keep on moving, you start losing your generals. You start losing people that were built, like, that are built for the agitation. You start losing them. You, as a general in an army, if you start losing a battle, you retreat. When you retreat, you re-strategize to move on. That is the gospel truth. You re-strategize to move on. If you don't re-strategize, man, nothing I can say. But for the Nigerian state, those that believe that Nigeria can get better in their time, keep on praying. I was young in the year 2000, and we prayed prayer. At the point in time, there was a prediction that Nigeria would be better by the year 2000. But looking at it critically, Nigeria is not better. We are here 25 years after. Some people have died. People that even predicted it, they are old. That means in their own time, Nigeria will not get better. What happened? They are still praying. Now, a foundation. What can the righteous do if the foundation be destroyed? Did God create Nigeria? No, God did not create Nigeria. It is a creation for the convenience of some selfish people and wicked people, manipulating people, of some sinners and people who commit also atrocities and iniquities. Thieves and steal. They stole our ingenuity. They stole our artifacts. They stole some of the things that were very precious to us. They took it and they put it in their museum. These are the people that created Nigeria. And the same Nigerians want to die for this creation of Nigeria. So if you think I'm going to be angry that some people are saying, let us restructure Nigeria, I'm not going to be angry, because I once believed in Nigeria. And we have pushed for the Nigerian state. But I've looked at it critically that we're going to do our own for here. Other people will have their own plan to do their own differently. And most times, the political power favors the other people. We have their own different ideology from every other person. They get what they want to do for everybody. So the system that brings them into power is a faulty system. We cannot repair it. If we are going to repair Nigeria, we need the commitment and the cooperation of every other component in Nigeria. But we see that these components, they are bent on their own personal ideology, vendetta, agenda. They are bent on it. They don't care about what happens. They don't care about anything. They are just there, bent on it. And it is important for us to know that Southern Nigeria, very important, needs to come together and unite against whatever that is going on. There's an unleashed violence in Southwest. The government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu is under threat. These people are systematically wanting to make the government of Tinubu ungovernable, and it's looking like that. You see, trouble here and there. And the problem is that sometimes you think that these people, these Fulani, if you hit them here, you think that they will back down. No, they will not back down. They tell you, the bandits will tell you that, man, if you kill us, we were there here. If you kill us, if you kill one person, 10 other person will replace us. And the question is, this is a one Nigeria that some people are willing to, they want to take advantage of the one Nigeria to take your land, to destroy your culture, and to rule over you, make you servants. Yes, look how happened to Kwara State Ilorin. The same thing, even with civilization and everything, the status quo remained the same. The same one Nigeria is where somebody was saying that indigenization bill, whereby anybody can stay anywhere in Nigeria and the person automatically becomes an indigene. You can see that kind of That kind of, it's the same Nigeria. And when they come to a particular state, they become indigene, they start dragging your ancestral lands with you. They start mobilizing to destroy your heritage, what you have built as a people, as a tribe, as a people politically, what you have built. They come and enter your space and destabilize your space and destroy everything you have worked for. That is what Nigeria is designed for. They want to make you people scatter yourself. They know that there will be chaos. The people that created Nigeria, they want chaos in Nigeria. They want you to be fighting yourself. As you are fighting yourself, you cannot achieve anything. You see that with the refinery, you see the fight, where they fight. Wait first. That with the refinery. Any project that's going to bring development, you see a lot of people, because the system, the factory setting, it's designed to conflict itself. You fight yourself. You cannot stay peacefully because you are not designed to be peaceful. If Nigeria is peaceful for the next 8 years, if Nigeria is peaceful for the next 8 years, and politicians are doing what is needed to do, you will see where the country will get to. I'm telling you, if Nigeria is peaceful, the Oyibo self will be resilient. They will be restless. They cannot afford to see Africa peaceful, because Africa being peaceful talks about development. Development talks about them managing their space, their economy, and them managing their economy will be a disadvantage to them up there. Anything that happens, see, dollar, the way America fights to make sure dollar is strong and being used all over the world. They are fighting sleepless fight day and night. As they close their eye, they wake up. They are fighting to make sure that the dollar is dominating every other currency. You cannot do anything that will undermine their own currency, because as it is, Africa is endowed with a lot of things. A lot of things Africa is endowed, my brother. But you see, the Oyibo, they are envious of that. That's why I don't know who gave them the right to come and divide Africa. Is Africa their fatherland? Africa that belongs to me and you. Oyibo came and they divide Africa among themselves, and they turn all of them to slave. They came with preaching. Yes, we preach. From preach, they enter on like Fulani. They enter on. They come, they dictate. They come, they kill their kings. They oppress until they take over. They use gun, threaten una, put una under bondage. And this is where we are today. And you're celebrating Nigeria 65. Olodo Rabata, Nigeria 65. May God help Nigerians.